Hello and good day. This is the diary of a Pan-African preacher. There's a proverb that comes from the nation of Guinea that says, no matter how long the winter, spring is sure to follow. The African American and other communities of color fought valiantly to make history by putting into the White House America's first Black Asian female president. They failed. One of its poignant lessons is that America has a growing Black, diverse, and divided demographic. What now, you may ask? There will not be much time for them to do the introspective work of political and social analysis that is surely required. The political and other social systems that delivered another Trump's presidency have to be re-examined. No doubt, Democratic analysts will be working overtime on what went wrong with their strategies and begin to set new priorities for a resurgence of a progressive ideological shift that does not isolate it from its core principles, but also makes it more electable. There will not be too much time for soul searching as a vengeful and populist president and a right-wing Republican Senate emboldened by their wins will be looking for blood in 75 days. Experience has taught us that if we wish to bring about transformative change, we need to regroup at a local level. A massive grassroots community organizing process will be necessary. The building of political and social movements will have to start around local neighborhoods, towns, and cities. A listening exercise among the privileged and underserved communities must take place. Issues and agendas will need to be identified, prioritized, and in some cases, strategized and developed. Old friends and supporters will have to be encouraged and motivated, and new alliances will have to be formed. Places such as mosques, churches, fraternity organizations, college clubs, women's groups, and single interest pressure groups will all have to be organized and in some cases reorganized. The growth of Black and brown demographics in America has not changed the electability of Black and brown politicians, either at the state level or at the federal level. In 2022, there were an estimated 47.9 million people who self-identified as Black, making up 14.4% of the country's population. This marks a 32% increase since 2000, the year 2000. What seems not to have been factored in the past election is that Black and brown populations, although growing, were more politically, socially, and economically diverse, and that would have an impact upon their politics. Those Black and brown elected officials, on the one hand, will have to fight at all levels of the American government system for social, racial, and environmental justice. On the other hand, they will have to re-establish themselves with their community bases and reinvigorate themselves with hope and resilience after a bruising election campaign and a disappointing result. Progressive collaborations between Native Americans, Asian Americans, Latinx Americans, and African Americans will have to become a norm, especially in America's suburbia, small towns, and rural communities. As has happened in the past, groups of African Americans who have had enough of endangered lives and livelihoods and have the wherewithal will consider migrating to places that they believe are more cognizant of their skills and values. African countries such as Ghana, Gambia, Kenya, Tanzania, and Zimbabwe may prove to be a tempting option. Ashe.